Good morning. Welcome again to the second part of the chapter, nouns. In our previous video, we have revised about the nouns, type of nouns, that is proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun and abstract noun. Also, we have studied about countable and uncountable nouns. Under countable nouns, we have studied about singular and plural noun both, and how to change singular noun into plural noun. Now let's start. The noun's gender here means the gender of the nouns. Okay, what do you mean by the gender of the noun? Gender of a noun indicates whether a person or animal we are referring to is male or female. In simple way, we can say whatever we are talking about a noun, that is in the sentence, whether it is a female or a male, that is telling the gender. Nouns can be classified into four kinds of gender: masculine, feminine, common and neuter. Let's study about the masculine gender. Nouns that refer to males only are of masculine gender. From the names only you can identify the masculine gender means males. Okay, the nouns that refer to the males only, that is masculine gender. For the example, father, boy, policeman. Let's come to the next one. Noun that refers to females only are of feminine gender. Here we are describing the definition of feminine gender. The nouns that refers to only the females, those are of feminine gender. Let's see the example. Mother, girl, policewoman. Now let's see the example of masculine gender and feminine gender pairs. Okay. Bull, cow, waiter, waitress, grandfather, grandmother, cock, hen. Now let's come to common and neuter gender. Nouns that refer to either a male or female are of common gender. It means in general, when we are talking about which does not mention specifically whether the noun is a male or a female, then it comes in common gender. It can be either male or either female. It can be both. Okay. Let's see the example for this. Like child, here child can be a boy child or a girl child, even a doctor. Here again doctor can be a male doctor or a female doctor. Here it is not specified that whether a doctor is a female one or a male one, so it comes in a common gender. Now let's come to the other part. Nouns that are neither male nor female and refer to non-living things are of neuter gender. Simple. Nouns which is neither male or nor female, but it refers only to the non-living things, those type of nouns comes under the category of neuter gender. For example, book, pen. Let's come to the next point, the formation of feminine gender from the masculine gender by adding ESS or double S to the noun, like prince, princess, lion, lioness. Next one, by adding she and woman, he goat, she goat, salesman, saleswoman. Next one, by using a totally different word. Here the word totally changes when we are changing it from masculine to feminine gender. Let's say this with an example. Boy, girl, father, mother, king, queen, horse, mare. Some more interesting examples are given there. You need to look at them and read it aloud. Now let's come to another topic of noun, that is noun case. Now what do you understand by noun case? Cases indicate the grammatical function of nouns and pronouns according to their relation with the rest of the words in the sentence. Here it means what is the relation of nouns and pronouns with the rest of the words, whether they are acting as noun or a pronoun or some other relation is there with the rest of the words in the sentence of the noun or the pronoun, that is your noun case. There are three kinds of cases: subjective case, that is the nominative case; objective case, that is your accusative case; and the next one is possessive case. Let's start with the subjective case, which is also known as nominative case. Let's see the definition here. When a noun or a pronoun works as a subject in the sentence, a subjective case appears. Here when it means that when a noun or a pronoun in a sentence, when they act as a subject, then you can observe their subjective case of noun or pronoun. But the question arises that what do you mean by the subject? The subject here means what you are talking about in the sentence, and when you are asking the question who or what, then you can find the subject in a sentence. For example, Louis works in the management. Who works in the management? Louis. Here we are getting the answer of the question who. So Louis here is in subjective case. Come to the next example. He works very hard for the company. Who works very hard for the company? He. So here he is acting as a subject, so it comes in a subjective case. Reading is a very good habit. What is a very good habit? Reading. So here we are talking about reading, so it is a subject. Michael threw a stone. Who threw a stone? Michael. So again Michael is a subject here. The horse kicked the boy. Who kicked the boy? The horse. So again, very important thing to be noted, when we have to find subject in a sentence, then what we have to do, we have to simply ask the question who or what. When the answer you will be getting for this question, that will be your subject in a sentence. And another way is that always your subject comes before the verb. Okay, what is a subject? Subject, obviously it is a noun only that comes before the verb when you are asking the question who or what. Okay, now let's come to objective case, that is your accusative case. Let's see the definition. When a noun or a pronoun works as an object in a sentence, that is your objective case. What is an object here? Okay, what we are talking about the subject, that is your object. Okay, let's see the example. Robert does not eat burgers. Robert does not eat what? Burgers. Again you are asking the question here what to the subject. Here the question what will be asked to the subject, then the answer that you will be getting, that will be your object. He loves pizza. He loves what? That is your pizza. Alex followed Robert. Alex followed what? Robert. I met your father. I met your whom? Father. The seller sells onion. The seller sells what? Onion. Again here you are getting the answer of the question whom or what, and that is after the verb. Clear? Now here noun that will be in your objective case will come after the verb. Now let's come to the possessive case. A noun is said to be in a possessive case if it denotes possession or ownership. It means the things to whom it belongs to, that it shows. Then it comes in a possessive case. For example, Sam's handbag is on the chair. Sam's handbag means the bag possessed by Sam. Here, whose handbag? Sam's handbag. Okay. So here, Sam's handbag. Sam's here is in possessive case. Now, how to form the possessive case? To form a possessive case, add apostrophe plus s to the noun. Okay, simple. You have to add apostrophe plus s to the noun. In general, we are adding, mostly in most of the nouns, we are adding apostrophe plus s to form it into possessive case. But if the noun is in plural form, or already ends in s, just add apostrophe after the s. Clear? Let's see this with the example. The car of John, John's car. The room of the girls room. Next one. For names ending in s, you can either add apostrophe plus s or just an apostrophe. For the names which ends in s, there you can add, you have both the options here, you can add apostrophe plus s or just an apostrophe only. Let's see this with an example. Adam's umbrella or Adam's umbrella. Here apostrophe s, in Adam's apostrophe s is also okay, and in Adam's after the s if you are writing the apostrophe, then also it's okay. Let's see the second example. James shop or James shop. Now what we have done in this second part of your noun session, we have done gender. Types of gender, it includes masculine, feminine, common and neuter gender. Apart from that, we have done subjective case, that is your noun case which is in subjective case, okay, which is also known as nominative case, objective case, that is your accusative case, and possessive case. To identify subjective and objective case by asking questions like who or what, whom or what, for subjective case and objective case. We have also learned about the formation of possessive noun. Exercises are given here. You need to solve them and write in your notebook. You are already been accessed with extra marks, so the practice exercises from extra marks you need to do in your notebook, and that will be checked when the school will be opened. Okay, so be safe and enjoy studying.